Oh, for the fucking Fed, dude. Don't get me started.
Well, they both are robbery. I
Yeah,
hate
but the
both of
Fed's
them.
way more of a robbery.
Why do you? I mean, I hate both of them, but why do you say that?
Because it just goes towards the debt that's doesn't do a dent and it's just going up and up and up and up. Whereas the state, yeah, the state one's corrupt and they shouldn't be taking it to begin with, but at least it literally does go towards real shit. So at least I can be like, all right, I don't feel like I'm getting fucked in the ass, but like he bought me dinner a little bit, and you know, he's a nice guy sometimes. But the Fed one is just like, dude, why am I paying a debt that I didn't contribute to at all?
So, is what you're saying is the
You know what I
Fed
mean?
is like the Fed is basically someone you never see, where the other guy, yeah, he gives me a black eye, but he at least buys me roses and says he's sorry sometimes.
Yeah, one makes sense. One makes more sense than the other.
What
Like,
does the state do?
I didn't spend us into fucking debt. I didn't expand the military. Fucking like, why am I paying off the federal debt? And by the way, you can never pay off the federal debt. It's all a scam anyway. You know what I mean?
All scam.
You know, like you know what the federal bank does?
What does
It
it do, Joe?
it loans money to the government at interest. So every dollar printed has interest on it. So you can never get out of debt. Like you will never get out of debt. It will only just keep growing. Because how do you pay back the money that they're printing and giving you when you owe more than they're giving you? And then in order to pay them back, you have to have them give you more. It's like it doesn't even make sense when you think about it. It's the dumbest thing ever.
All I know is that I didn't want to pay taxes at all. I hate taxes
Well,
regardless.
you shouldn't. Don't.
It's so silly.
Why? Why don't you get like offshore accounts and shit?
I don't know.
Do it
Would
like
you
the
like to
smart people.
would you like to explain to me how that works?
I don't know personally how it works, but I know you can do it. You can make it so you don't pay any taxes. What like that guy? What remember that fucking guy who used to walk around like the, um, we're the 99%
I just hate when people.
Peter or something.
I hate when Peter Schiff or whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't he like live in Puerto Rico and he doesn't pay any taxes because he like files from Puerto Rico or some shit.
Trust me. I mean, my girl's Honduran, and I learned about this dude who he moved to
Honduras.
Costa Rica, and
The fuck
it's
even is Honduran? Where
Honduras,
is that?
Honduras,
Like what? I don't even know what area of the world that's in.
Central America.
Oh, okay.
Jesus
I
Christ.
thought it was near like the Philippines.
The Philippines,
Honduran. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a South American country.
Honduras. That doesn't sound South American.
Nah.
Unreal.
Honduras. That sounds more like almost like maybe Asian influenced. Honduran.
Babe, Honduran sounds Asian in Gemini's eyes.
Uh
She says, "Tell Gem that you're really, really, really white."
oh. No, I'm not.
He says, "No, he's
I'm
not."
dark.
Well,
I
to
bet
be,
I'm darker than her.
he says he bet.
I'm
Well,
fucking half
yeah,
Sicilian, dude.
he's half Sicilian, so he bets he's darker than you. She's just staring angrily.
I'm fucking dark, dude. I will say that. I've been out in the
What's
sun
up?
enough this year. I'm fucking black.
Yeah, no, dude.
I look Brazilian right now.
I mean, the whole.
No, I am.
I
She's
think
right though. I am retarded when it comes to
I think the
geography.
main thing when people argue about taxes is they they get scared to say I don't care. So like when people start bringing up like yeah, but taxes go towards the school systems and teachers and kids, the other side gets afraid to say I don't give a fuck. Like people have to start saying
Yeah,
I don't give a shit about your dumb kids. Just say it.
yeah.
Be honest. You don't care about someone else's kids. It's okay to say that. Who has time to care about millions of kids? No one has time to care about someone else's dumb kids. Be okay with that. You should be okay with that.
Well, yeah, because they're stuck in this whole like mind frame of like, well, the government's gotta. Well, where would people go to school if they didn't go to? It's like you'd go to private school or homeschool. Like, what do you mean? Public schools shouldn't exist. Why are we paying for public schools? They
What
suck.
about healthcare? All these people won't be able to afford healthcare. I don't care. Have them die. There's too many people. The traffic sucks. Why am I behind someone going 10 miles below the speed limit in the fast lane? Have them die. They don't
I
deserve to
I don't
live.
agree with that part only because like they're go if you go to the hospital, the ER, and you actually like there's an emergency, like they're going to help you regardless, whether you pay or not. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, that's because I'm
They
selfish. Help
have
me.
to.
But I don't care about anyone else.
Yeah, no, but I know what you're saying. But like, no matter what, like, I don't think anything needs to. People are like, oh, healthcare needs to be cheaper, or free, or more accessible. It's like it already is, dude. Just go to the ER if you need something, and they have to help you. And then just
Yeah,
don't pay the
and they'll
debt.
bill you. Yeah, that's I do that all the time. I do it
I've
all
never
the time.
once paid a cent to my medical debt, and you don't have to because it never goes against your credit. They legally, it's the one area of debt where they
But
can't hold it
no,
against you
wait, hold on. I don't know. How does it not go against your credit?
because there's laws in place to prevent it. Because medical care is looked at as like so essential that they. I mean,
I
maybe
think
one
you're
day they will, but
I think you're wrong on
nope.
that one. I think
I have good
really.
credit, and I've never paid a cent to my medical debt.
I'm with you on this one because, dude, this is what happens with me, right? Because I even have insurance, but like if some bullshit happens, because insurance companies, even though if you have insurance, they'll try anything under the sun to not spend
Yeah,
like if they don't want to, not if they don't have to, if they don't want to. Obviously, everyone knows that. So I'll have times where I'll get a bill where I'm just like, fuck this, I'm not paying it. Like, I don't know. No, I paid my part. This is some bullshit that my insurance should pay for. I'm not paying it. All of a sudden, months later, I'm getting mail from a credit or a debt collector. We took on your debt. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know who told you to do that
Good
one.
luck.
All of a sudden, I'm getting phone calls, and I'm like, "Hi, who are you?" It's like, "We're a debt collector." It's like, well, I don't know if so and so told you, but I'm not paying them, and I don't know who told you, but I'm not paying you either. It's like, oh well, you have to.
Says
No,
who?
I don't. And then after like
I bet you
a
I
few
don't.
months or yeah, or a year or whatever, they stop calling you because all they do is eat the debt. They literally just eat the debt. That's all they do.
Yeah, no,
All they
that's so.
That's all they do.
Well, so also the way because the medical system is so subsidized by government because
Oh, dude, we
it's
got a voice message by the way.
oh nice we'll play it in a second because medical stuff is so subsidized by the government. It's they the hospitals and the you know medical companies don't take the hit for the debt. They sell it off to like you said debt collectors, and then they get resubsidized by the government because it's such an essential good. You know, having like hospitals and shit. So they don't
Wait,
even.
so
So
say that again? Yeah, yeah, explain that.
like other forms of debt, like the companies are responsible sometimes, but because this is a government thing, like when dealing with hospitals and the medical system and the healthcare system, is they get subsidized by the government. So when they get like the debt collectors will pay them to take on the debt, and then the government will subsidize the hospitals for any losses. But that comes from our tax money, though. Don't get me wrong. It's like when I say the government subsidizes, that we subsidize it
Well, yeah, because the only way the government gets money is from
from
us.
us.
Like
Yeah.
anytime a company, or not any, I shouldn't say any kind, but most of the time when a company gets money, it's because they're selling a product or a good or a service or whatever. The government doesn't sell anything. The only way they get money is basically saying, "Hey, motherfucker, give us your money." Like that's the only thing they can do. All they can do is take money because they don't provide any type of good or service.
Right. So then people like me or you who never pay our debt, we're like, oh, we're not fucking paying that, but we are paying it. We're just all
Yeah,
collectively paying it.
yeah, with their taxes.
So we're not paying it like
So fuck that. If I'm paying so much money in taxes,
yeah,
fuck you. I'm
I'm
not
not gonna
paying my
double
goddamn
pay.
debt.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
double dipping here? What the fuck? Take me to the goddamn hospital in an ambulance. It doesn't cost that much. Fuck you. It's not
Eat a
$2,000, bitch.
dick. Yeah, dude. Apparently it costs $1,000 for a 5 minute trip.
Unfucking real.
Yeah, Uber me to the ambulance or Uber me to the hospital. You dick.
Yeah, what's this thing? Run on fucking you know what's it running on, dude?
Fucking Elon Musk's jet.
Yeah. Is it running on fucking tungsten, dude?
Fucking lithium batteries.
Yeah, fucking nuclear energy, dude. What the fuck? It's a glorified van, dude.
It's a Tahoe.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I feel like my truck guzzles more than the fucking engine.
I'll run to the hospital faster.
Yeah. All you did was take the pulse of my fucking index finger, dude. They act like they fucking had to. I hate them. Although I love them when you need them, you know. I will say
All
that.
right, what's this voice message that you want to play it? Do you know how
Yeah,
to do it
I gotta
without the
play it.
echo and shit?
Yeah, but you have to stop talking. That's the thing of it.
I got you.
I'll tell you though when I'm about to play. Give me a sec. All right. Let me. All right. Don't talk, Ray.
Hello, hello. Unfortunately, in America, medical debt does go on your credit report and it stays there for 7 years. So I guess if you wait 7 years, then it's like fuck it, it no longer counts. But you do have to pay that debt, and it is uh against your credit score. Because I had to get some things removed from my credit score when I went to the ER. And they charged me thousands of dollars to tell me, "Nah, you good."
Okay, so that was just Asia, and like I said, I thought she was right, and she's right. Now she's wrong in the one thing
She's
where like
partly
saying
right.
she's partly right where she is right where I thought so. It does go against your credit score because I've had it come up on my credit score because my credit score is like one of the worst it could be. I might be like I might be so good I'm gonna break the game on how bad my credit score is,
Mine
right?
went a little bit down because I fucking forgot to set up automatic payment and I missed 2 payments, like
Now
by a few days.
she's wrong on the part where you have to pay. You don't listen, guys. Credit score is just the thing of it's a scare tactic. You don't have to pay your credit score. You can literally just tell everyone to fuck off. You don't have to pay it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think it might be different by state. So I live in Massachusetts. I know for a fact it doesn't go against my credit because if
Really?
it did, I would have zero credit, and I have pretty good credit. Um, but the thing is sometimes companies will like tack on that against your credit. But if you're in a state where you're not allowed to do that, I forget the name of the law. There's an actual statute saying that they can't do that. You can call the company and get it removed from your credit report because they're not allowed to do it. And some places do it
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. So there's this husband and wife team, and they're from PBS. They're a YouTube channel, and they make these videos called My 2 Cents or 2 Cents, something like that. And they talk about that. There's like one, two, or three companies that literally there's like a mathematical equation, and these
Mm-hmm.
companies all use it that factor in who like how a credit score is worked and used and everything. And yeah, you're right. Like
All you got to
I
do
don't
is
or,
call them up and fucking be like, "Hey, dude, this against the law. You can't do that." And they're like, "Oh
and
yeah,
that
sorry."
and that's the sad thing about and it kind of falls in line about the whole like paying taxes and everything. It's like why do I care about oh you should pay taxes because it helps the school systems? Why? They don't teach any of this shit in schools
Yeah,
about teaching your kids to call up these companies and like the real shit that actually helps you with teaching kids financing and accounting and stocks and trade and all that kind of shit. They
no,
teach kids
they teach
useless
you that our
shit all
first
the time.
president never told a lie, and he cut down a
Yeah.
cherry tree, and you got to pledge of allegiance to the flag every morning to the government. Dude, public schools fucking suck. They should be burned to the ground.
Yeah.
It's all a fucking farce, dude. They can barely afford fucking pencils.
That girl was really nice though. I think she might have left another voice message.
Oh, nice. All right, yeah. Like,
Look at that. Look at that too. Look at the voice messages coming in droves. I like it.
I like it. It's better than most because most people that pop into these, the messages they leave are so stupid. They're like, "How's it going, man?" It's like, really? You stopped us to say hi? You fucking Jesus Christ! All right.
Oh, no. I don't mean like you have to pay. You don't got to pay shit because 7 years is gone and you do all this stuff. I mean, you have to pay it in order for it not to go in collections because it only really affects your credit score when those collection agencies buy up that debt from those hospitals, etc. And I think the time period on collections is getting shorter because before that, like I think shit, you don't pay 2 payments. They like, all right, let's sell this real quick.
Yeah, no, she's spot on with that part of it.
She is, dude, and they have gotten shorter, man, because I remember like years ago I didn't pay my Sprint bill, which was like 80, 90 bucks cuz Sprint did some bullshit where I was done with my lease or whatever, so I was trying to buy my phone outright and
Hmm.
Sprint was like, "Oh, because you live in the state of New Jersey, you actually can't buy your phone from us." And I'm over here holding my phone on the phone with Sprint and I'm like, "So like what do you want me to do with my phone?" And they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you gotta give that phone back to us."
Oh my god.
And I'm like, "I bet you I don't.
Yeah, I bet you I'm fucking
I
running away
bet
right
you
now.
I ain't." Yeah. So I'm
Bet
over
you
here like,
cannot
yeah,
catch
no.
me. Um,
Yes. So I bet you this phone's mine. I wind up buying my phone outright, and it cost me another 200 something bucks, which I was livid about. And then they wanted another, I think, 90 bucks, which was like my last month service. And I'm like, nope, not gonna happen. I'm with Verizon now, whatever. And for 2, 3 years, I was getting calls periodically from a debt collector saying, "Hey, you still owe us 90 bucks. Do you?" And they would do the whole classic, "Yeah, do you remember you owed Sprint 80 something bucks?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." And they would just like stay on the line like, "Yeah, so are you going to pay that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, nah, kind of not." And dude, they would pass me off like a game of hot potato to different debt
oh
collectors,
yeah.
and I would have it was like such sweet melted. It would be like a hot chocolate chip cookie out the oven of when I would tell these debt collectors, "No,
Well,
I cannot wait to tell you no, I'm not paying you."
yeah. So see, also the thing with that is if you answer the phone and you confirm that you are you and you talk to a debt collector, it'll make that period, that 7 years, restart over. So you're not supposed to talk to them ever.
Yes.
Which once again, if you're not going to pay it, it doesn't matter anyway. But like, what she was saying is, which is she's right about, is it's not the credit thing. I mean, once again, in certain states, credit thing could be different. I only know where I live. But what happens after 7 years, your debt just gets cleared. It gets absolved. So there's like a law about that.
Gotcha. So
So
with
what I would
one,
do is
oh
when
my
I
bad.
was when I was shopping for an apartment, I had to get a burner phone because my I don't answer phone numbers I don't know, because for years debt collectors were calling me and I didn't want to answer it and accidentally fucking my debt's probably cleared by now because it's been probably around 7 years and I never once talked to a debt collector.
So the thing is, debt collectors at the end of the day are people. So obviously each one you get is going to be different. And I didn't know exactly what you just said, that it doesn't reset unless you give them your name. Because obviously in the very beginning they tell you it's a recorded line, but they always ask for your name,
Yeah,
and they never
because
give
they
you
want to
specific.
confirm it's you.
Yes, and they never give you specific details. They never get into the convo until you give them your name.
Yeah,
So the game I play now, because now I'm kind of at the point I'm bored
yeah.
with.
So you just kind of want to mess with someone. You're like, oh, I'll fucking
So
fuck
now
with this
I
guy.
do the whole where it's like, well, I don't. I do the whole thing where I go, well, I don't know if I want to give you my name. I kind of feel unsafe. I don't know who this is. It's like, well, we're so and so, and we can't really continue the conversation unless you give us your name. It's like, well, I can't continue the conversation unless you tell me who you are. And they're like, we, we need your name first, sir. It's like, I need you to tell me who you are first, sir. I'm such a condescending prick, and then they wind up hanging up the phone all the time.
Yeah, they're just like, oh fuck. Well, I will
We're
say
not gonna
though,
get it.
I would change a ton of things with taxes, right? Obviously, but because it's already the way it is, I would rather more of our taxes go into healthcare than like the shit it's going into now. You know what I mean? Like I think we pay like something like 700 billion to the
Just
military.
have it all go to my home address.
We get like I think it's 700 billion a year we pay to the military. It's like, dude, we're not at war with fucking China. It's like we're fighting fucking people in tents. What do they need fucking $700 billion a year for?
You want to talk about people in tents? I mean, when I was on vacation at Washington D.C., dude, there was so many people in tents there.
Really? Like
Yeah,
homeless
and
people?
yes,
That's fucking crazy. In the
not
fucking
not
nation's
homeless.
capital?
In the words of George Carlin, fucking houseless.
Come
They
on.
had they had homes. They were camping, but they were houseless. They had no houses, Jim.